Let me see some of the other things that I had on the docket. By the way, 86 in here, only 23 likes on the video, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. I know some of y'all like to just listen and roll through the day, but yeah, man, hit that like button. It does help the channel as well. Here's my big story of preseason. And yes, we will get to Brett Rippon. Yes, we will get to Colin Johnson. We will get to all of those guys in a second. But here's my big story of preseason and what I think in the first game is kind of what I've been telling you guys all along with this running back position. I know there's some people out there who don't want to believe it. I know that there's some people out there who don't agree with it. I know there's some people out there who want to see it be different, but Khalil Herbert is being put out there as trade bait. Today's game proved it. You started the game off with Tyson Bagent, who's your 2, and Roschon Johnson was the starting back. Now, I fully expected, at least in the first game, I thought that maybe as you go through the weeks, you'll see some different things. But I fully expected, at least in the first game, to see Khalil Herbert as your backup running back. I didn't even expect that Khalil Herbert was going to play today. I thought you were going to get a heavy dose of Roschon Johnson and Demetric Felton. I did not think that he was going to play today at all. And you not only saw Khalil Herbert play, but you saw Khalil Herbert play as one of the backups, going out there with the third string. And now Roschon did end up going back into the game. If you didn't get a chance to see the game, it was kind of a flip-flop. It was Roschon, and then the second time, so it was Roschon with Tyson Bagent and like the second, third unit. It was a weird unit. And then it was Khalil Herbert out there with Brett Rippon and like the third, fourth unit. And then it was randomly Roschon Johnson again for like the next couple of drives. That is the Bears basically saying, go out there and put some good tape on film, and we're going to send this out to some other teams. I mean, like I was shocked to see it in week 1, but I mean, at this point, if you see that and you don't believe that the Chicago Bears are looking to move on from Tyson or from Khalil Herbert, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else you're looking at. They literally threw him out there and said, go out there and have a couple of good plays versus the worst people that you can see out there. The worst version of that team, I should say, that you can see out there. Like, and I said this before, you went out and you paid DeAndre Swift $7 million. You went out and you drafted Roschon Johnson with a fourth round pick. Listen, at the end of the day, politics is going to play. That's sports. That's how this game works. At the end of the day, politics is going to be a part of this. And the politics of football say that Khalil Herbert is probably the guy that's going to be the odd man out. Well, why wouldn't they cut Travis Homer? Travis Homer was brought in by Ryan Poles and and already knows how this system works that Shane Waldron is in because he's played in it. I get it, guys. But like, I mean, at the end of the day, this is what more do you need to see from the coaching staff themselves? I didn't think Khalil was going to play because I was like, Khalil Herbert has had a phenomenal training camp. He's balled out at camp. He's absolutely made the decision to move on from him difficult. Why would you put him out there? Put a guy like Demetric Felton out there. That's what you really want to see what he's going to be. The Bears aren't doing that. By the way, just a quick, over 200 in the chat. 200. It's Crimson, you dig. Herbert is a better runner, though. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. I understand it right now. Khalil Herbert is probably the better player. It doesn't matter. When the Bears moved on from Jordan Howard to bring in, was that Monty that was next? I think it was David Montgomery next. Jordan Howard was the better running back and more proven because he had done it at an NFL level. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no way you looked at Khalil Herbert out on this field. And by the way, Roschon Johnson had a nice day as well. We're not going to sit here and act like Roschon just went out there and dogged it. Roschon Johnson had a nice day as well. But we're not going to sit here and pretend like we don't see what's happening here. We're smarter than this as a fan base. We just are. Come on, guys. Greg B. Homer would bring more cap space if cut. Yes, I believe if Travis Homer is cut, he clears $2 million. If Khalil Herbert is cut, he basically, you get his money that is off the books. Like I understand that. I understand that. Who signed Travis Homer? Between Travis Homer and Khalil Herbert, who has been in Shane Waldron's system before? I hear what you guys are saying on that. It doesn't matter. That is the politics of football. And at the end of the day, you're in a good situation to do something like that, right? It's not the end of the world. You've got DeAndre Swift as your one. If Roschon Johnson is your backup, you want to work him in and get him used to stuff. You want to know why? Because by the time DeAndre Swift's contract's up, you want to have a couple of years on Roschon's contract so that he can go out there and then you can get to the end of Roschon's contract and say, I got $5 million for you, which is too much in my book. And if Roschon says no, you say, all right, bet, we're going to go draft your replacement as well. That's how the running back position is going to work. It's how the NFL has the running back position working currently, and there's nothing different about that. So I'm not surprised by what we saw. I don't think that it is I shouldn't say that. I'm surprised by what we saw today. I'm not surprised to see the Bears going this direction. I am surprised that we saw it today. I literally was like, Khalil Herbert's in the game. What's happening right now? Raging said, issue with Herbert is that he loves to run to the outside, and he does that like 90% of the time. Defenses know what Khalil wants to run to the edges. It's a tell. Yeah, I mean, but I don't think that that's the end of the world, though, right? Because Khalil Herbert is still a very efficient running back, even when people know. Some people are like that. You know what I mean? Like, if I know you're going to go somewhere, I still got to stop you from doing what you're good at. You know what I mean? How many players do we know? Hey, we knew Drew Brees was going to be the check down king every single week. You still couldn't just stop Drew Brees. You know what I mean? So there's sometimes where but if somebody's good at it, if that's their thing, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But that was my big takeaway from the day, the fact that you basically saw a camp body thrown out there, and that camp body was Khalil Herbert. I was very surprised to see that. Let me know your thoughts on Khalil Herbert basically getting those backup numbers in the Bears, in my opinion, saying, hey, listen, go out there and put something good on tape so we can move you. You know what I mean, here's my thing. On top of it, they put him out there versus the 3s and the 4s. So basically, he's going to kill him because he is a starting caliber running back. Make no mistake about it. I'm not sitting here telling you that Khalil Herbert is bad. I'm just telling you that the politics of this game probably dictate who's going to be on the field and who's not. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. Leave that 5-star review. Y'all know.